crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people.
Hey everyone, this is Malorian, and this will be a Mark III game. I can't wait to play this. And so on one side here, we're going to be having Chris with his Cygnar list. This is a Haley3 list that's kind of being more designed for this. And for me, I got my Magnus and my Buccaneer Brigade, and I can't wait to do this with Mark III rules. So again, Mark III isn't out yet, but going off the leaked cards and what we know, we're going to do our best to play it like that. So with this one here, I won the initiative, and I definitely want to go first. And if you're ever looking at those dug in tokens, those are all the free focus I get just by being by my caster. So everything is to run up for free. Magnus gets to put out all of his upkeeps. Blur's on himself. One has the +2 armor spell that makes it let me pick the columns, and then Iron Aggression is on the other one. Both my sets of eliminators are at the bottom, and really for my game here, I really plan on going on scenario. That woods at the top there will be a big deal for him, so I plan to kind of probably go up there, destroy the objective, and then start scoring. So that's where I got on my first turn, just kind of waiting, and now he's coming at me. And I do know that with the change, Haley3 now can't be going and reviving and having those guys attack. Now the ones that she revives have to go after you, and her range assassination isn't going to be as good here either, because whenever she tries to slam down Magnus to set up the assassination, I'll have feigned death and she can't really keep going. At the same time though, whereas normally I get up there and I try and block you out, Haley3 has the fast blazers that go around there. She can give things Ghost Walk to sneak around. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult. So there's the first turn for him. Really, he has Arcane Shield going up onto the Storm Blades, and now I'm going, and he got his blazers way too close to me, so I was able to charge in and kill one of the blazers. Otherwise, I'm just right into him. He does have Gunfighter, but the thing is that even with Rat 7, he still needs 8s to hit me, so I'm not really overly worried. Otherwise, up there, I am starting to, and again, free focus all over, so whereas normally I'd just be having guys run in, now they're charging in, because why not? So I did miss Thorn, so Thorn was able to dodge away. Otherwise, I'm getting my Nomads there, ready to kind of get in the way. I was able to kind of charge up and pop feet, and so that allowed me then to run over to the flag and then get guys all over him. And so I don't score because it's not second player second turn, but I'm now all set up with my guys in his grill, all the upkeeps up, and I'm still camping 3 or something as well anyway. So now we're going to his turn 2. He's going to want to try and find a way to get to me, but that's going to be a little bit tough. Last turn I didn't bring it up, but he did bring in the Haleys and of course doing temporal flux and all that fun stuff. But now he's going to be trying to find a way to get in there. So he's going to be coming up here with the Haleys and trying to slam my Talon. And Talon's going to be interesting in this because now Stall has turned to stationary. So if I can hit one of these high defense guys, it'll make it a lot easier to do anything. But doing that one slam is going to open up a hole so that his Stormclad can get to my Nomad. And that's not really what I had planned. So, you know, really good on him to try and clear that up. Otherwise, the Stormblade's charging in, and this is where set defense is going to come in here. You know, with that big spear, you always kind of thought they'd have set defense before, but they don't, and now they do. So, I mean, defense 15, when these guys are charging in, you know, they really need the temporal flux just to bring it back down to normal stuff. So the one Buccaneer destroyed, but and as you see there in Mark III, no wreck markers. So that's going to make this list a lot easier for me. I don't need to bring a big bag of wreck markers. But now the Stormclad charged into the Nomad, and it really didn't do well. He had some subpar dice and just really didn't get it done. So otherwise now the Blazers are going to do their best to kind of shoot around some things here. I do believe they kill one of the Eliminators, but that's really it. The Black 13th kind of like running over to the other side. Otherwise, yeah, just some little bit of repositioning here, and that's really going to be it. So he's not going to be getting anything to the flag. That means I'm going to be scoring on his turn and starting this scenario game going. So it's currently 1-0 for me. Again, free focus everywhere, which is amazing. You know, the mat of the Buccaneers went down, but now that I can just boost, who cares? That got way better. And I had planned this turn to probably be going after the objective to get another point there, but now I need to go after this Jack. Now the Jack is underneath temporal barrier, so this is defense 14. I tried to stall it first with the Nomad, but the Nomad missed, so it took, or it's not the Nomad, the Talon missed, so it wasn't stationary. So between the two Nomads then, I was able to take down the Stormclad. And so that is a pretty big loss to him. So that's his one big heavy that's gone. And yeah, he's going to have a much harder time to try and cut through my Jacks. And hopefully now my Nomads can really just kind of like boss their ways around. Otherwise, I kill all but one of the Blazers with my Eliminators. Really plan to try and kill a lot more of the Stormblades this turn, kill off some of them. Again, just having all these boosts, I kill a few of them, which isn't bad, but again, I really want to kill them because they're the ones who are going to start really piling on this damage. So now that the Stormclad's gone, if I can get rid of the Stormblades, that'll be great. So again, I dominate on my turn. I am now going to be at 2-0 and feeling fantastic. I think he's going to have a really hard time now to try and get something to me. So Chris here is now trying to figure out which way he's trying to do this, how he's going to be allocating his focus. And this is also going to be his feet turn, so you can see his feet there, and so he's going to have all this extra focus. And what's going to happen is he's going to run his Echoes over to the flag. Now, I didn't think that the Echoes could contest, but it turns out they can. So that's something I really didn't plan on. And whereas I thought I was in a great spot to just now coast to a win, now this is not going to work like I thought it was going to, so that's pretty horrendous. So I'm clearly not going to be scoring there because magic attacks are pretty limited. Otherwise, his Stormblades now are going, and now he's not charging, so set defense isn't really a thing, and they're starting to really do a lot of damage to my Jacks. And so I really need to get in there and start trying to do stuff to them because all my Buccaneers are getting messed up pretty quick. The good thing though is that my Eliminators are now going to be a spot where I'm pretty freed up so they can come over and get there. Otherwise, yeah, a little bit more damage to some of my Jacks. And that's really it. And so from that now, I now only have the one Nomad, so that's going to kind of really hurt. I kind of was hoping to have both, but with all the different blasts coming at me, he was able to take down the one Nomad, so down a heavy, which is okay. I guess I was pretty lucky to survive the Stormclad anyway, but it's alright. Now I was able to kill off the one Blazer with a Buccaneer, leaving the Eliminators to start going after the Stormblades, and now I'm starting to really clean them up. So that's really awesome. I can't really deal with these Echoes, and this is where we're talking, we're like, really? You're sure they can test? And yep. So I'm going to be just running away. So first of all, I'm going to have the one Nomad that's going to be coming in here and trying to do a little bit of damage. You know, whatever I can. I just want him to try and kill off more of these Jacks. And whereas he probably could have gone after the Stormblades, I figured I want Talon out of here. Now, not Talon, geez. I want, what's his name? Thorn, that's the guy. A different T-Jack. But anyway, if I can get rid of that Arc Node, I'll be feeling a lot safer. So I lose some damage to my Cortex, but now Thorn's gone. So I killed off Thorn, I killed off the Stormclad. So he's really not having a lot of Jacks. His only one now is a Sentinel. So that's clearly not going to be doing anything to me. Magnus runs away, and that's my turn. So a very, very good attrition turn. I had hoped to maybe kill off a little bit more of his Stormblades, but again, there's only a few of them left, and now he's kind of forced to start to revive them, otherwise they're going to get wiped out. So it is currently still 2-0, and I still have Blur onto Magnus, and I still have the Death Ward up. That's the one with the +2 armor and pick the column on the other Nomad. And now we're back to his turn. And the first thing he does, this is a great move. He comes over here with baby Haley, and she starts shooting over here with the lightning spell, which is the AoE, and then scatters over to another AoE. And because it gets automatically boosted, that kills off 2 of the Eliminators right there. And so where I thought these Eliminators are just going to be now clearing things up, it did take a good dedication of focus. I mean, that's all the baby Haley's going to do. But yeah, that's pretty bad. Lost all those Eliminators. Otherwise, what he's trying to do here is revive some of the Stormblades to try and get some more of them in here. So Future Haley revived one, regular Haley did one, of course Temporal Flux. Another big thing that's coming up here is the Black 13th. I didn't mention it at the time, but it was the Black 13th, which actually finished off the Nomad. Definitely the Black 13th lost a lot of their character, but yeah, they can still do a lot of work. Now, anyway, at the end of his turn, he had moved away from my flag, so Magnus runs right back, so I'm going to be able to make it 3-0. Otherwise here, the Buccaneers are starting to come back, and they're starting to try and attack things, really wishing I'd have some eliminators, and what I want to do is just clear things up so I can get to the objective. And the nice thing is that now that Stormblades have 1-inch reach, I can stay in without taking a free strike, and my Nomad is able to destroy the objective. Again, maybe it would have been better just to try and kill off Stormblades, but because I'm going here for a scenario win, I wanted to go for that. So between dominating and destroying the objective, it is 4-0. So I'm 1 point away from winning this. We're now back to his turn, and Baby Haley is going to slam the Nomad, so he's kind of in trouble, and now he's going to be attacking me with the Stormblades. Now again, my armor's higher, and I also get to pick the columns, but these guys with their POW 15s and assaulting shots, they're doing a lot to me. So I'm still surviving, I'm still holding in there, but it's not by much. Another thing we're trying to figure out here is we're trying to remember under Mark 3 if it's a deal where are you able to contest by having a tone the zone, or do you need to be all the way in? So that's something we weren't really sure of, but otherwise we're now at the end here of his turn, going back to mine, and I'm just trying to clear off all these Stormblades. This game has really come to one of attrition, so I'm coming here just trying to do whatever I can, and what I decided to do, which is going to be my biggest mistake of the game, is that right now, he just has Future Haley there trying to stop me from dominating. So I tried taking him out with arcane blasts or bolts or whatever, and it just totally fails. The math on it was actually really bad, and whereas I was camping 6, now I'm camping nothing. I probably should have ran away, and now he's coming at me, and I do have blur on me, but yeah. Some of that focus to be reducing the damage by 5 each time would have been really nice. He tried to go at me with that lightning spell with Baby Haley and missed. Then Future Haley blasted me a bunch, got some really good damage in there, and I'm down to 2 damage left. I have 2 boxes left, even though I've almost won in scenario and time. His time's getting very, very close. I gotta find some way to make this work. Otherwise, we're still having little bits of the fight in the center, and I'm starting to think that I should just try and win just by time. So I'm going to try and clear out a little bit more from the zone, because if I can clear the zone, I could get the 1 for the win, but I'm just not able to get the rolls I need to take these guys out. He is, you know, having them with higher armor because of Arcane Shield and blah, blah, blah. And it's also a little bit harder to hit them and stuff because, you know, only Mat 5. But anyway, I do kill some, but I'm not able to kill enough, so I'd be able to score on the zone. So I just have to kind of run away. And then this is where he comes up with his master plan, which I loved, which was not to go after Magnus, but to just go and do that Repudiate to the Nomad, which dispels the spell. Magnus takes D3 damage, he takes 2 damage, and he takes the win by caster kill. So the game just ended on Jank, which I love. I had only 2 boxes left, so he did Repudiate to do the last D3 damage. He was down to 1.5 minutes. You might have been able to pull it off with this anyway, but good show. That was nice. I like that. So, what was your thoughts on the game?
I played really poorly. I felt like I gave you too aggressive a position on that side, and when I started... I don't know what I did with those ponies. Like, they probably should have just been ghost walked and ran as far away from the Kayazis as physically possible.
We would have been in range of the Kayazi Eliminators. Like, yeah.
I was just like derping, wholehearted derping. But no, it's like I said, like that moment when you were like, they can test. I'm like, oh, Brian didn't know that, and I knew that the whole game. So I'm just trying to set up for a point where I can get into kind of the situation we're at now. Nothing you have can kill the Haleys.
So yeah, the fact that they were warcasters that like they couldn't contest. So I was like, oh
no, they're like the shield guards for Mk3 or the Doom Reavers.
It's just that they're a little bit different because they're not actually warcasters, right?
But they're not warcasters. They have rules that work like a warcaster.
All the other abilities.
Everyone talking about Sloan. This is the nuts. These are unkillable. Unless Steamroller gets changed, these things are practically unkillable with the new power field rules.
Well, it's just, and that's why we played the objectives with no abilities, because if this would have been fuel, I don't know if it would have been too crazy with this, but it still would have been, just that much more focus efficiency, right? Then instead of me running into you, I'm at least charging to assault, right? And just, sure, why not? Yeah. But I think for the Mark III, this is interesting. We have to still see some things like with this. Do you have to be completely into contest? I thought I read that. I'm not sure. But and like maybe this might change too, right? They might change the contest rules, and then whatever that classification is, we'll have to see what they do. I mean,
that would be a colossal nerf to Haley3. Probably a necessary colossal nerf to Haley3.
It's kind of hard to deal with them, contesting like that.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I should have tried to, instead of staying there, trying to attack her was a stupid mistake. I should have just ran down the 10 again, and then either start trying to work my way over here, or just again wait for you to ease off and run back. But trying to kill her when you had Arcane Shield up and camping 1, the odds are just so far that I shouldn't even bothered.
Yeah, I would somewhat agree with that. I think if you run Magnus back there, I kill him.
You think you could have?
Yeah, probably. I can walk her up. I repudiate your blur with a Squire rerolled 8.
Sure, yeah.
And then I've got her shooting you, and then she punches you.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think at that point she was here.
Oh, right? Yeah, okay, no, you're right. If we rewind a bit, yeah. I can see what you're saying.
So it was at that point. She could have still shot me and maybe whatever else. But me staying there and using up all my 6 focus, that was just all the dumb. That was just me thinking, let's try and finish this, when really time would have been a better thing to go for.
But it really was, this list is so hard to play against because of the time aspect. So many damage rolls.
Yeah.
And, I'm trying to play quickly, but I don't want to be, you don't want to be the guy that plays so quickly the other guy doesn't know what's happening, right?
Yeah.
And I know I played it a little loosey-goosey with some of the Stormblade stuff. I need to get cleaner on that.
I didn't think it was too bad. It wasn't anything.
But Revive is still good. I think in an environment where, this list was a bad example, but in an environment where you're going to see more heavies, bringing back a model that requires an attack from a heavy is a big thing.
Well, especially in this one here where, defense 12 going to 14 isn't crazy, but meant that I was missing lots of stuff, right? Yeah. And so all of a sudden where my jacks couldn't just kind of clear you out. When the Kyazi died, I thought we're going to clear them out, but that was a great move to come over and blast them away, because then all of a sudden they're pretty much what shut me down, right?
Yeah.
I was also wondering if baby Haley was just going to start going crazy here and just mashing Buccaneers.
I didn't want to drop her incorporeal. I needed, because I dropped hers to try the assassination.
Yeah.
Right? So you could have killed her. I just reincorporate her and it's fine. But one of them needs to have incorporeal at all times when I'm contesting with them.
Pretty much, yeah. All right. Well, thanks for the game, and for those watching, thanks for
watching. One second.
Oh, one more thing.
The Facebook post. No one ever believes in me. Ever.
You gotta start believing in this guy. He's legit. All right. Bye, everyone. Hey there, if you liked watching this video, please go down and give it a like down below you here. And if you have any concerns or questions or comments, please put those in the comment section as well. The best way for me to give you what you want to see is if you tell me what you like seeing and what you don't like seeing. So otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.